Good evening from the National Weather Service in Brownsville. This is meteorologist Justin Gibbs with a special weather briefing on newly formed Tropical Depression number 5 in the Bay of Campeche at 6:15 p.m. on Monday, September 1st, 2014. Here is the advisory on Tropical Depression number 5 in the south-central Bay of Campeche. It's expected to move onshore by late tomorrow evening. Well to the south. The core of the storm will move well to the south. Current landfall track somewhere in the general vicinity of Tampico, Mexico, is a fairly weak tropical storm. As you can see, the probability of tropical storm force winds is low, less than 5% here in Brownsville and in the Rio Grande Valley, South Padre Island. But we are expecting southeast winds at 20 to 25 miles per hour once that storm gets closer. Here's a satellite view. As you can see, even to the untrained eye, there's not a lot going on that's very organized associated with this depression. Here is the actual forecast track of the center of the storm moving across the Bay of Campeche in the southwestern Gulf of Mexico. But you can see in the yellow area, that's the general storminess and rain. And if you move that to the northwest, you can see kind of the lower Rio Grande Valley and deep south Texas in the path of that. And that is kind of the expected impacts. Strong easterly winds on the Gulf waters. No real wind impact inland, but the possibility of some rainfall Tuesday through Thursday and locally heavy rainfall tomorrow night when the system does make landfall. And again, it's a tropical cyclone. Forecast changes, it wobbles, and so at this point it's a good idea to keep up. At this point, recommending everybody watch for updates. Those advisories are coming out every 6 hours. We're here 24/7 monitoring, and we'll update for any changes. And check your readiness. Say, okay, if, let's say, this is a little stronger and it gets a little closer, how will this impact me? What do we need to be ready to do in case something changes? Or, if it's going to rain quite a bit, is there anything that we can do to protect ourselves and our property? What's possible in general, wetter weather Tuesday through Thursday. A few areas may see heavy rain, possibly enough to cause flooding. That's very difficult to predict very far in advance. It's just a matter of where one or two bands sets up. But we could see areas where water covers the roadway, water into homes in low-lying areas. We do not expect it to be widespread at all. There will be somebody in the Rio Grande Valley that doesn't see a drop. We don't know who yet, but somebody will probably miss out completely. But somebody also may get several inches of rain in a short amount of time. The atmosphere will be favorable for that. Windy Gulf waters and rough seas, really hazardous marine conditions overall. High risk of rip current starts tonight, and that will continue through at least Thursday. And most of the activity should be close to the coast. Cameron County, South Padre Island, and less as you get into McAllen and Rio Grande City in the Middle Valley, Starr County, and then even less as you get up towards Falfurrias and Hebbronville and Zapata. But that storm will continue to move to the northwest. Here's sort of a generic concern level for the different areas. Rainfall, we're at about a 3 or 4. We're not expecting widespread flash flooding. It's possible that we would see a flash flood watch, meaning that conditions are favorable for flooding issued. Probably not going to quite reach that level to give you an idea. Maybe some isolated flash flood warnings or flood advisories. Urban street flooding, it just matters where the individual storms form up. So the actions for there would be clean out your gutters if you have those. The storm drains, make sure that there's not anything blocking the drainage in your home just in case you happen to catch one of those 3 or 4 or 5 inch rainfalls, and that would make the flooding worse than it would necessarily otherwise be. And just monitor the forecast. Be ready if you've got travel plans or you live in a low-lying area. Pay extra special attention to that over the next couple of days. Mariners, a higher concern level 6 to 7. While we're not expecting tropical storm force winds, we are expecting 20 to 25 knot winds, which will be enough for small craft advisories and rough seas, maybe 6 to 8 foot seas, heavy surf. And factor those forecasts into your plans. If you're experienced, you've got the vessel, you as individuals are best to determine what to do for yourselves. But make sure that you factor the forecast into the plans because it could be enough to really be a problem. Inland wind, no significant impact. If you're just looking at wind, you probably won't even be able to tell this storm is down there. We're going to be well away from the core winds with this storm. And just to reinforce, too, if you are going to head to the beach, we know a lot of people like to go out when the waves pick up. Be very, very careful. High risk of rip currents. They'll be strong and life-threatening. And again, if you get caught in a rip current, you can escape those by swimming east to west or swimming perpendicular to the current, parallel to the beach, either before you get out of the current or once you move past the breakers, you can swim back to shore that way. We recommend, though, that you not go out in the water at this point starting tonight because we will have life-threatening rip currents through Thursday, we recommend you stay in waist-deep water or less. Have a wonderful day. We'll be posting updates as we get them, and new information is available at weather.gov/RGV. We'll also be on Facebook, U.S. National Weather Service, Brownsville, Texas, and Twitter at NWS Brownsville, and we'll be monitoring those 24/7. And we've got a recorded forecast there if you want to check those out as well.